Hello, I'm Nutnicha Khimmona from Group 3. Today I will do the experiments of two different sands. So today we will do the two activities. The first one we will evaluate two different sands. So we will have the two different sands. This one is a national sands and this one is manufactured sands. And the second activities, we will do the angle of the least post of two different sands. So for the first activities, we will take 10 or 12 of each glance, and then we will compare with the table of the loudness and sphericities. So I take around 10 to 12 guns of each different size. For my left hand size, this one is manufactured size. Is this? Yeah. And then for my right hand size, this one. This one is a natural size. Yeah. So if we compare both of them, we can see that manufactured sand is really well loudness and really well sphericities. But this one, the national sands, they have many different loudness. They have really us of the different shape. So we can compare between two of those with the table. And then when we take each guns of each different sands to the table, we can see that this one for this size is a national sands. We can see that national sand have many difference of the loudness and sphericities. And then for the manufactured sands, this one, most of them is really well loudness, really well of the sphericity, and then most of them is look like same size, same shape. So for this experiment, we're gonna evaluate how different of each size and then how different of each sediments form the different sands. So for the first activity, we can evaluate that how different between manufactured sands and natural sands have the difference between loudness and sphericities. And then I did the table to show you guys that how is different. You can see between two table of different sands that manufacture, they have really difference of the loudness and sphericities. And then if you compare to the manufactured sand, you can see that manufactured sands, most of them is the same size and same shape. So for these activities, we can see how loudness, how sphericities different from the each sense. And the next activity, I will show you guys about the angles of the lipos of the two different sands. So right now we have the manufactured sands and then natural sands. So for these activities, we have the two, right? And then we will gonna measure the slope the slope of the sands. So for this one, I'm gonna put right here, really gently, and then you guys can see the slope. This one, yeah. And then I'm gonna turn back really gently. So for these activities, so you can measure the slope of the manufacturer sense. You can see the slope right here. I'm gonna use the protector to see how many angles. Okay. And then when you measure with the protector, you can measure that manufacturer sense have the angle of the lead post is 29 degree. And if I do with the natural sense, I'm gonna put here like horizontals axis, and then turn it back really gently. Okay, and you can see the slope of this one. It look like this one is more stiff than the manufacturer sense. So I'm gonna measure the slope of this one with the potato to see the angle. So when I measure the angle of lead post of the natural sense, I can get a 41 degree. So we can see that both of two different sands, they have the difference of the angle of lead post. And then we're gonna use the results of the two activity to evaluate that how different sands have the effect to the loudness, angle of lead post, and severity disease.